Okay, here we go. Alright, so I just had to have RTX running again. It's not running. I just had to turn it back on because I couldn't hear anything at all coming out of OBS. It's like, why is that happening? It's like the fun of, like I said, the fun of using beta programs that are just not quite right. So I had to have it up, but not use it. Let me go and check my overall microphone volumes. Streaming phone. There we go. So yeah, it's showing RTX, the default listen levels. We'll try this. Are you able to hear me okay, or is it too quiet? Or do I need to kick it up to higher like this? I just put on the high gain for the microphone. Ooh, 5 hits on the ad. We'll take it. You can hear me. Okay, is it too loud or is it too quiet? So I want you to have to like crank up your speakers and blow out your eardrums if something else plays. Or blow out your speakers in general. Okay, it's fine. Perfect. We'll just leave it as it is then. Okay, so what I was trying to do... Lower that. Switch over to desktop again. Now it's this time without turning anything off. Without killing this. This should work. Okay, good. Alright. So this is what I have so far from my project. Like for like 37 seconds. Just for a moment.
The Sega Saturn. It seems to me.
And I'm hearing echoes! Alright, it's not working. So, tell you what, check it out yourself on your own time. Bam. There we go. Alright, let's get back to the game. Enough nonsense. So, yeah, so the RTX stuff is really cool. I'm probably going to uninstall it just because it's causing major headaches. It's not quite perfect, but it's something I will definitely be revisiting. Alright, get the audio back for the game. Turn off this. There we go. Okay, so should be good now. What for the kid? I don't think the kids are... Oh, it's blocked off. I'm like, let's go use my Moogle medals. Nope. Denied.
I hope you will continue to help me gather vital information for my research.
There should be
I look
another...
forward to receiving all of your future battle intel submissions.
Yes, she is in this game by a lot. She wasn't really a whole lot in the original, but in this game, like, she kind of is. Just a little bit jealous.
You hear about what happened over in Sector 7?
Dude, I was there. I'm going to look it up online to see where I can buy more elemental, because I really
Materia is what you want.
want another elemental. Jessie's dead, by the way. She just died. I hate to break it to you. So, something interesting happened is that... Yeah, the original game, before you go... You just missed, like, the entire tower falling and everything else. I don't know how long you've been here, if you just showed up or what. But the original game, you show up, you're like, oh, we gotta get to the top of the tower. Barrett's up there fighting him. And then, like, Wedge just, like, falls, the fat one just, like, falls, like, face plants dead, like, right in front of you. He's, like, splunt dead. Game over. Then you go, crap. Then you go find your way up. You find Biggs. He dies. He's like, hey, kick their butt. He dies. Jesse dies. And you go up there, meet up with Barrett. Fight Reno. Plate drops. We are where we are now, kind of. What happened was, Wedge, you get to the tower. You see Wedge fall down. And he's about halfway there. He turns and he shoots like a grappling gun to stop his fall. And I was thinking, okay, at that point, the fake ghosts are going to cut the line, something's going to happen, or it's not going to work. It's going to malfunction, and he's going to fall to his death. What he's attached onto falls off, but he falls and hits the ground, but he's still alive. He's up and functioning. Like, Aerith's there, she heals him up. He's still alive. I'm like, well, that's different. He's not dead. So you go running up, you see Biggs. Biggs dies. Charlie Sheen, he dies. Then you meet Jessie, and she dies as well. But with my theory about how this is a sequel and there's going to be alternate timelines for the next game comes out, something's going to happen somewhere along the line where Jessie's going to be alive in this alternate time that they're going to somehow intersect with. And because she wanted to be an actor. She was actually living with a bunch of actors there. She's like a stagehand, but she never got to be the main attraction, the main star. So I have a feeling that she's going to be acting in the Gold Saucer. We're going to come along, we're going to see her there, we're going to go, holy crap, it's Jessie, she's alive. But because it's an alternate timeline, she doesn't know who we are. We know who she is, but she doesn't know who they are because she never linked up with Avalanche in that time period. I'm predicting time travel shenanigans for the next game, basically. So, I anticipate her being alive again in the next one, and I am going the wrong way. No, I'm going the right way. Map's a little confusing. That's right, that's the orphan house.
There was this rumbling, and then all of a sudden...
Yeah, so Jesse's dead, Biggs is dead. Wedge is presumably alive, because he was out running around. The last we saw him, he was trying to get his cats out. His 3 cats. And it looked like debris may have been falling on him, but I have a feeling they're going to keep him alive. I don't know why they kept him alive, but everybody else bit the dust.
That's the house.
Marlene! Marlene!
Oh no. Program all afternoon on getting a demo ready for a coach. Ooh, fingers crossed. I mean, it's like Thursday, you're like, oh, it's only Monday, but it's like, as you know, that time, that's just gonna come screaming right up on you real fast. Hopefully I get that done.
Where's Marlene? Is she here?
Barrett!
Calm down. You're a large man yelling at some lady in her house with a home invasion.
Sorry, I'm Barrett. Marlene's my little girl.
So just please don't shoot me.
Marlene, she's got short hair. She's cute as a button, with the heart of an angel. She was wearing, pink. She was wearing a
She's
pink dress
sleeping
today.
upstairs.
Oh,
No, Marlene's like
She's
tiny.
sleeping.
Tiny little girl. Like, all the little kids in this game are mostly adorable. Marlene's like the best.
I want to see her too. Come on, let's go look in on her.
Yeah, Marlene's this teeny tiny little thing, trust me.
Keep it down. Don't wake her.
Hey, what's up? I said I wasn't gonna come back
Maybe
here.
you
Here I
should
am.
join your friend upstairs.
That's right. You wanna join us too? You might get weird.
Marlene, my baby. Thank God.
What was that? Shh! No. I said be quiet!
Shinra has my daughter now.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm the one who asked her to go get Marlene. We'd only just met, but she was so kind and helpful. I took advantage of her.
It's not your fault.
No, you
It
don't
was only a matter
understand.
of time
It was
before she
passion.
ended up back there.
There's fan art everywhere on the internet. I'm sure you've seen it.
Because she's an ancient.
Rule
that it?
34? I mean,
So she told you about that. She must trust you all a great deal. Yes, Aerith is an ancient. Probably the last one living. She's not my daughter. Not by blood, I mean. If that's what you were wondering.
she's like just like Marlene. Marlene and Barrett, adopted.
About 15 years ago. My husband, he'd been shipped off to fight on the front lines. But then I received a letter saying he'd be home for a bit. So when the day came, I went to the station to meet him.
Yes, isn't like JavaScript like famous for like being bloated?
But
Just by
didn't
itself,
come.
kind of being bloated. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not a
I couldn't
programmer.
help fearing the
That's your
worst,
realm.
even then. But I told myself his leave must have been postponed, that he'd been delayed. Every day I went to wait. and
Yeah,
to
that's
pray.
what I was thinking of because I'd heard about that. Good, good. I mean, I said,
And
it's
that's
just keep
how I
adding
met
on things
her
over
and her
time. It just
mother.
gets worse and worse, as you know.
I thought maybe they'd run away from Wall Market, or that they were topsiders fallen on hard times. I'd seen that sort of thing a lot.
Outlander.
Take Aerith somewhere safe. Those were her mother's dying words.
I love them, the Team 4-star machine abridged version of this. They make Aerith's
My
adopted
husband had been
mother
away for
like a
so
total
long,
pothead.
and I
And she
was
just sells
lonely.
pot. It's funny.
So I
Because she's
convinced
like
myself the
recounting this
safest
whole
place for
part,
the
and she's
girl
like,
was with me.
you know, you have the best, dankest herbs ever. It's like, tell the real story.
It took
Yeah.
no time at all
Tell
for her
how
to
it
start
was.
feeling like family. She was a real chatterbox. She told me strange stories, like how she and her mother had escaped from some sort of facility, and how she wasn't sad because her mother had just returned to their planet.
Their planet, huh? Yeah, that sounds about right.
I didn't understand any of it at the time. When I asked if she meant one in the sky, she said no. This one, right here. I mean, what can you say to that?
Mommy, don't be sad.
That's what she said to me one day, out of the blue. So I asked her, what's wrong?
A man you really, really loved just died. His heart came a long way to say goodbye. But he couldn't stay because he had to return to the planet.
I didn't believe her, of course. And then, a few days later, I received a letter saying my husband had been killed in action. Things like that. She'd just know. It was a lot to deal with, but we were happy. And then came the knock.
Coming! No! Go away!
Aerith, you know you're not just any little girl. You're a descendant of the ancients.
I had no idea what he meant, so I said, "Who are the ancients?"
They were the original stewards of the planet, whose boundless knowledge and wisdom shall guide us to the promised land.
We're totally not a crazy cult.
Some believe the promised land.
Please
to be
sign
a
over your
myth,
money to us.
Others, an allegory of sorts. But we take the words of the scriptures at face value and believe it to be quite real. Which is why Shinra would like very much for Aerith to help
You're
us.
wrong! I'm not an ancient!
But Aerith, even when you're all alone, don't you hear voices whispering secrets?
There's
No,
cookies in the
never.
kitchen. The neighbor's
But all
dog
three
across
of
the
us
street
knew
telling you to kill
that
people.
wasn't true. That man knew exactly
They're
who
putting
Aerith was,
chemicals in your water
where
to
she'd
control
come
you,
from,
Aerith.
and what she could do.
That's essentially what happened
They
to her
knew
in the
where she
original
was.
games. Like, she
But they didn't just take her?
Sung like
Doesn't
originally
sound like
grabbed
the terms
her,
I know.
and it's like
She had
it's
to
like,
cut
hey, we got
Will,
her, and she's like, run,
otherwise
and
it
she just like
wouldn't work,
slaps her
they
across the
said.
face. They
That's
cut that
why
from this version. Also, what's up,
even
T.
if
Wells?
they
Good to
did
see you,
take
buddy.
her away, I'm sure she's still being treated like a guest. And that they'll send her straight back home once they get what they need.
I doubt it.
You're not planning anything, are you?
Yeah,
Don't
Jesse's
make things
dead, by
worse
the
than
way.
they already
Sorry.
are. If I lost her too, I don't know if I could.
You missed
if I
Jesse
could
dying. You'll
ever-
have to catch up the VOD or on my YouTube channel. I upload it in about a day or
Just
two.
don't.
Actually staying right on top of that, which is
Cloud.
awesome.
Maybe she's right about this. Maybe they'll let Aerith go when it's all over.
We don't have Aerith is all we have. Now we have
Maybe
Tifa. Come on.
We'd be better off waiting a little while.
Tifa is waifu for lifeu.
Let's head back to Sector 7. Got things to take care of. Like checking up on the bar.
Yeah.
Seeing all the dead people. Looting. So much
Okay.
materia just everywhere. It hasn't been crushed. Save it here. I'm not stopping the stream or anything. Just give me a second. Just pulling up something real fast. It's default. Yeah, we're taking off the. Okay, so this should be fine. Should still be coming through and hearing. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna check something real fast.
And then.
Okay, I'm not hearing an echo. That's good. Okay, good. Body pillows, yeah. Rule 34, I'm sure. But I mean, that's the crazy thing. So I mean, but here's the thing, T. Wallace. I don't know how much you remember from Final Fantasy VII or if you've played it. I can't remember if you did or not. But so originally you get to the plate, you get to the column there to go up to stop it. Avalanche is already fighting with them. You get there, Wedge, the fat one, just falls, face plants right in front of you. He fell from like all the way up top. He's dead. Body pillow, yeah, we'll call it body pillowing, sure. We'll call it that, euphemism, wink wink, say no more. Wedge falls in front of you, splat, he's dead instantly, just about. Or he gets out like, oh, save him, and then he's dead. You run up the tower, along the way you find Biggs, who dies. He's like, hey man, thanks for helping us out. You find Jessie, she's like, sorry, you're hot, but sorry, and she dies. You meet up with Barrett, you refight Reno, the plate drops. This version of the game, Wedge falls down from the top. He's about halfway, shoots out his grappling gun, stops his fall. So I was expecting the Fate Ghost to cut his line or cause the gun to malfunction or whatever, but whatever he's attached to falls off. So he hits the ground, but he's still alive. He's fine. Aerith is there and heals him up. He wasn't going to die, so he's still alive. So I'm like, okay, this is going to be different. So you run up, you find Biggs, he dies, aka Charlie Sheen, he's dead. Then you meet you meet Jessie, she dies in your arms, And she's like, I'm sorry, we couldn't, I couldn't have everybody over and see you again, and she dies. So Wedge is still alive so far. You see him in Sector 7 as everything's starting to collapse down. He's trying to save his cats, but I'm betting Wedge is still alive. Why is Wedge alive and they killed Biggs and Jessie? I don't know, but I'm thinking Jessie's going to show up in the next game. At the Golden Saucer, because it's going to be alternate timeline stuff. I've explained it a couple times. Yeah, exactly. It'd be like that Sad Night and Happiness skit. But anyway, this cracked me up. I don't want to show this. I'm going to get a copyright strike anyway, but this was the Final Fantasy VII Machine Abridged. And this is like where Aerith's mom is like, in this version of, like, they're making a parody of it. She's like an herbal seller for herbal anxieties. She can make her by anxieties. So this cracks me up. I just want to show that real fast. Desktop. Go. 720p is fine.
Found? Oh, yes. You see, one day I went to the train station to sell my herbal inhalants. They curb anxiety. And then...
I can't believe my mom is dead!
I'll be your mom.
Okay!
Wait. I can't help but think you may have skimmed some parts.
Oh, yes. Aerith's birth mother did say something, actually.
Please take care
of my daughter. Because you are awesome and sell the dankest of inhalants.
Think harder.
Shinra is after my daughter and I. We are the last of the Cetras, destined to bring a chosen few to the Promised Land. But you see, I'm dying. To try that sweet kush!
Okay, close enough.
I love that. If you haven't seen Mission Abridged, the Final Fantasy VII Mission Abridged by Team 4-Star, definitely check it out. But yeah, the why doesn't... Well, the whole thing, I brought up the entire argument before to us about, like, why doesn't Phoenix Downs just bring people back to life? You know, because if they're dead, you basically, no one would ever die because you have immortality. They're like, well, it's just knocked out, so it's like a smelling salt or something. It's like, no, you're dead at that point. They're like, no, you're just knocked out, and then you die off camera. It's like, no, that's a dumb loophole. Sorry, caught you up on it, but no, that's there. So since I got that working here, I wanted to show this earlier. Then we'll jump back to the game, I promise. Play for about another half hour. I was working on my video today, my little video project. I had made up like a little 37-second part of it here and put it up unlisted, but I'll show it to you guys now real fast. Hopefully it's not too loud.
Came out in the mid-90s.
Turn it down so it don't blow you out. Alright, here we go. Plop.
The Sega Saturn, it seems to me at least, it's getting a lot more love and appreciation these days versus when it came out in the mid-90s. I got my Saturn for Christmas in 1998 after tipping my parents off that the local game store was trying to get rid of their stock and they might get a good deal if they were to pick one up, not knowing that I had already talked to the manager and worked out a discount ahead of time. Surprisingly, all the store had on hand were Japanese imports, 3 of them to be precise. The Saturn was dead here in the States at that time, so I figured it'd be fun just to have the...
So it's just like, that's why I threw together like 90 minutes of stumbling around trying to figure out how to edit software and stuff. So it's being worked on, but let's get back to the game. There we go. Alright, so is there anything else I can do in here? Can I go upstairs into Aerith's bedroom? Knock, knock. It's a tooth fairy. Yes, I can. Okay, good. Get this container. Mythical amulet. Hello. Amulet that exalts tutelary entities. What? That's a new word for me. It said to keep watch over the planet. Strengthens summons called forth. Ooh, that's awesome. Okay, so that makes your summons even stronger. Yeah, I've heard people call those things earworms now, like getting a song stuck in your head. So my question is, what song is it?
We're gonna win this fight, I promise.
The problem is I usually get like mashups like stuck in my head. Rhythm Heaven Fever. Oh no. Yeah, I can see that's gonna be really catchy. Is there anything out here on the deck? Anything that's been renewed? No. Okay, now we're free to get the heck out of the house. Sometimes it's the weirdest of songs that just get stuck in your head for no reason. It's like, alright, I'm just gonna be hearing this song forever now.
Take care of yourselves now.
I told you to never come back. I thought there was a conversation. I've seen it online. I don't know. Maybe I missed something there to do, but You unlock like a conversation with Latifah here, and she like literally cries in your arms. I don't know when it takes place, but it was at night, so I figured it was after the plate collapsing.
The main entrance to Sector 7 is buried under rubble now. So how are we supposed to get back inside?
Underground passage in the park.
Ah, good plan.
But how do we get to the park?
I know another way to get there. Aerith showed me before.
This ancient girl knows her stuff. Didn't mean anything by it.
There we go. It's undocumented. That's where we need to go. Okay, got it. Actually, we need to head like way up over here, I think it is. It was like way on the way back to Wall Market, just about, I want to say.
My heart is still pounding. There was this rumbling, and then all of a sudden...
Company made top 3 selections from NASA. Ooh. Nice.
First it was all like shaking, then it was all like boom, crap, bam.
So, what are we gonna do if our plate falls?
You'll die horribly. You'll be crushed. It'll be a crushing experience. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Yeah, it's still blocked off. Okay. Yeah, but it's still, I mean, your company is associated with it, which means that's good, because they're getting contracts, which means you're not in danger of, like, of your company going under or anything crazy. They have income flowing in from other sources, too. And especially when it has to do with, like, governmental contracts, you know, and an organization such as NASA, it's even better.
My ears are still ringing from it.
This wasn't an accident, was
it? Over there.
Yeah, most likely. I mean, they're launching up, I think, astronauts to the ISS, I think this week? Yeah, Big Bang Theory is blackface for nerds. Calling it now.
Alright, let's keep moving.
Okay, now this song is a banger. It's a bop. It's catchy. I like it. Actually, earlier today I was playing more Geeks. I had what was it, my Spotify going. I was playing my liked songs and jamming out to that while I was editing video and figuring out things like how do I do transitions and how do I do all this other things, because all I ever did before with my editing software was just like make simple cuts and like 1 or 2 transition fades, and that was it. Now I'm trying to get fancier like overlays. Like when I had my part there with Road Rash, I put in like Road Rash on the bottom, the developer and the year, and I want to do that for the different game clips I show, so have to learn how to do things, get a little more fancy. These things I think are all with ice. Barrett, how are we doing on this? So his ability shot's still kind of low. That's fine. Cloud, we need to do... I think it's ice for these guys, though. Yeah, I need to find out where I can get another elemental materia. There we go. Couldn't spit that out. Blizzard, Bizarga. Let's get this leveled up more. FF7R. Elemental. Where do I get the second elemental material? Yes, I want to know. Chapter 14 is where it says. Okay, I think we're on 13 right now. Shoot, there's also something I was going to bring up. Oh, okay, so, I mentioned this earlier, I don't think anybody was around, though. So, one of my favorite games of all time, come on, Chrome, get the fuck together, is, Super Mario Bros. 64. Super Mario 64, amazing game. And somebody did a fan project of it there. What they did is they ported the game to PC, running underneath DirectX 11 and 12, I think it is. So it's really cool. It works automatically. It's an exe file. Just double click it. It's like 25 megabytes, full game. The only thing I found with it doesn't have is backwards long jump. It's all high definition. What's really cool is you could resize the window any way you want on the fly, and it displays the correct aspect ratio. So you can make like a 21:9 aspect ratio. It'll display and run correctly at 60 frames per second. It's astonishing. So you follow the rule of, if you're doing a fan project or a game, shut the hell up about it until it's done, and then you can tell people about it. So it's really hard to find because people don't want Nintendo to DMCA it. But if you want it, there you go. I've scanned it and checked it already. There's no viruses, there's no malware, there's no bad, there's nothing in there, there's no data miner stuff, nothing in there. So if you want to download it yourself, it's like 24, 25 megabytes, something like that. Work on your computer, just double click the exe and you're off to the races. So if you have a controller plugged in, you're good to go. So it's pretty hard to find, but like I said, people are keeping it under wraps and stuff because they don't want Nintendo's lawyers to go after them and remove it off the internet. So there you go.
Won't be tough.
Yeah, these guys are ice, yes.
Keep it together.
Barrett. That sounded a little bit too impassioned, really.
Let's move!
Not so fast.
Oh look, the stupid arms again. Oh, I don't have to do it anymore because, nice. I was thinking, oh crap, I gotta manipulate the arms and... Nope, the ladder's already down from last time. Nice. So just gotta keep an eye out, make sure there's not any, like, hidden material or anything I didn't get before. Antidote.
It's blocked. There, that way. We'll have to fight our way through.
The obvious place you teleported through. Yeah, so if you've been looking for the Super Mario Bros. 64 PC port, there you go. It like instantly picked up my controller I had plugged in. It worked like no problem. You can remap it later and everything. It's pretty astonishing, really. The other thing that's missing, as I mentioned, is there's no backwards long jump, so you can't do that glitch, which makes me sad. But other than that, it works fine. I'll probably stream it next time or something.
They're nothing.
Compared to us, at least.
My turn. That it?
Got it, download. Perfect, yeah. So all I gotta do is just double click on it, it just instantly starts right up. There's nothing to install, so... And it runs great. Like, I was really surprised. Like, it starts off this small window. I'm like, oh gosh, so I gotta resize it, and it wasn't, like, locked in, the aspect ratio. And that's when I discovered it doesn't matter what you do, what aspect, like, how you stretch it out, it will display it correctly with that ratio. It's like, that is impressive. That's cool. I like it. You don't see that very often. Is there anything back here? I'm going the right way anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Won't even need to try.
Let's do this! Fuck on this! See ya! Don't look now, but it's about to get real! Fire it one off! Ooh, gotta love it! Back to the left! Keep it coming!
Alright, so where are we at for focus shot? 100%. Okay, alright, got it. Didn't even really pay attention to it. Alright, neat. So next we need to work on Lifesaver. Take damage intended for other party members. I don't know if that needs to be done or not. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you've been working like crazy. By all means. Understandable. Yeah, it's a weaker weapon, but I need to use it just to get it stronger, get the ability.
Cocky little bastards, ain't you?
Coming through.
Want some more? Bang, bang.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, there we go. Learned it automatically. I love it.
Taking over.
Bring it. Finish him off. Let's go. There. Ha. That's that.
Need my help, do you?
Bring it.
He just glitched to the ground? Game? Hello? Alright.
Fuck on this!
Yeah, glitched to the ground. Yep, so Chapter 11 was really buggy. This is the other... That's the only other bug I've seen outside of the game so far. Chapter 11 was just a friggin' nightmare. Alright, so Barrett's got his... We can put the stronger gun back on him. Ran away from me!
Mind over matter.
Keep wanting to like switch characters even now, like just using the L and R buttons, and it doesn't work that way.
Get ready.
Buzz off. Don't know what happened.
My potions. Actually, let's just use the smaller potions. Yeah, it's like I just want to like keep switching to like other people. I still haven't figured out what is where to switch to people fastest. This late in the game, I'm like maybe 4 or 5 chapters I think from the end. Hello, hello. Heavy duty bracer. Bracer multiple material slots to further fortify warrior's defense. And looks like put that on. To our battle lady. Oh jeez, I forgot we had that skill. Put that on her and start using it. So it's like enemy, like that copy material is like so powerful in the original game. It's like you fight against like one of the mechs like early in just like the overworld. You can steal missile attacks and just waste a lot of things you'd fight.
You got the fast turn.
Take lead.
I thought Tifa had the ability for that. Did I put it on the wrong person? No, I...
Too late. Bring it.
Here it is. Learn and use enemy skills, okay. Set to your equipment, yeah, it's there. I guess maybe you... No, I don't know. I gotta find out when you can use that, really. FF7R, enemy skill. Yeah, how do you use? Okay, so you have to have it equipped. It's a passive skill, and the other one you had to use it was kind of like steal. You had to select it and then use it, and that's it here. And now you have to have it equipped and hope that the enemy hits you with the skill you can steal. If you can, you automatically have it. Okay, so that's a change. It's more of a passive thing where you need to get winged. Okay.
And don't come back.
Don't come back. We invaded their space, dude.
Ain't this some crazy?
Let's get it done.
Guess it's my turn. Get mine. Gotta love you. Fire in one off. Get your ass out of here. Ain't got nothing on me.
Gotta win at all costs.
You want to here? You'll need to provide due compensation. You were dead? Oh shit!
Friends of yours?
Nope.
Step line, we go way back.
Best do it right.
Just gets fire.
Keep it together.
Trying to dodge and
hang back. Here we go. It's on now. No holding back.
how did Tifa get knocked down?
Last long. Here we go. Know your limits.
Okay. Orb of gravity. Really should start using that stuff. Antidote.
Finally. Those assholes were really getting on my nerves. Time to die.
Pushing it.
Just the ice. Holy crap. Alright.
Don't give up.
All the time. Let's do this. That's it. Chill.
Gotta stay!
Going in. Keep it up, man.
Yeah, you too.
Climb back up. Survey the situation. Alright, I'm not seeing hidden material or anything. Okay, good. So make sure nothing had popped up.
Over there!
That a way out?
I'm almost afraid to go back. To see it with my own eyes.
Tifa.
Come on.
These are just bystanders.
Does it look like we can go this way? No. There's monsters everywhere. Pretty sure this ought to take us straight to the Sector 5 slums.
This is where you normally came out, like after you came like sliding down, you normally ended up like right here after the plate fell. So it's a minor difference.
Still in one piece? Who else made it out?
I wish I knew. Sorry.
It's fine.
I'm just glad you survived. Gives me hope for the others.
This is bad. We can't afford to lose any more lives. Not now. We need able-bodied men and women.
Damn it!
Betty!
I really hope that all my friends are okay.
I'm sure they are, honey. Don't worry.
I really hope that all my friends are
I'm sure they are, honey. Don't worry.
Bench! Bench Chan, please save us.
Never know what you're gonna run into out there. Best be prepared.
Alright, let's get some more high potions. I don't think we need 34 antidotes. I'm pretty sure we're gonna live with 16 of them.
Careful out there.
Don't tell me what to do, you're not my mom.
This is bad.
What is this guy doing? He's like, he's gonna left this one solitary rock. I'm not sure why, but the man's dedicated.
He'll be back in a little bit.
We've still got a long way to go. Think you can manage?
Not like I've got a choice. We don't have a home to get back to.
Damn it!
You know, they probably got evacuated somewhere.
Give a little CV save. Yeah, so next streams I won't be messing around with the RTX stuff. It's interesting, but it's like I said, still in beta and caused a lot of problems tonight, so yeah, I won't be doing that again. But it was fun. I mean, until it gets improved a little more. You
Sector 7, huh?
Yeah. Left a few things behind.
I see. I know it's not much, but it's all I got.
Big Bertha, hello. Firearm that boasts unrivaled destructive force found in the slum's black market. Assume all ATB charges to fire a long stream of bullets at an enemy. Nice.
Godspeed.
It goes from like 41, 28, 45. Yeah, we're doing this one. Attack power, a lot of health. That's good. High HPs. What is trade-off? Recover MP when receiving significant damage. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that one. Self-healing, 50% boost with low health power or health points. So really increase the effectiveness of healing spells, 25% or lower. Now let's go with the Big Bertha core. I love that. New materia slot, always number 1. Always do that. Let's do increase health spells when your life is almost done, so that'd be good. And we're not really sure what Luck Up does, to tell you the truth. I'm like, yeah, I'm not really sure what it does, but... Alright, let's see if we can get into a fight with him real quick before we end the stream. It's getting kind of late for me streaming. Time for me to eat. Made some homemade tortillas last night. Did it a couple days ago. Did it wrong. My Mexican cousins, I'm sure, were laughing at me. Didn't have enough lard into it. Made some more last night. Put a little more lard into it. Turned out nice and soft. Stayed soft after I refrigerated it. Happy with it, so... Gotta get something to eat for sure. Actually, I have a whole bunch of tortellini I made. And then my 86-year-old neighbor, right as soon as I got done making dinner, came over, dropped off a pot roast for us. She's like, I heard what happened here. I was like, she's like, here you go. It's like, thank you. It's like, it's really greatly appreciated. You didn't have to do that. You know, it's really kind of weird too, because like, you know, the whole social distancing thing, it's like, I have compromised immune system and bad asthma. I'm on steroids for it right now, which is making me puff up even more. It's like really kind of making me annoyed that I'm gaining weight, but it's just the steroids. Can't do anything about it. And she's like 86 years old, so it's like two high-risk people like yelling at each other through my glass door, like, thank you very much, it's greatly appreciated, you know. So she didn't have to do that, but it was nice of her. Head underground. Yes, I need. Yeah, we gotta head underground in order to get where we're going. Yeah. Cue Jamiroquai's Deeper Underground. That's a funky song. That didn't render right. Ladder in the middle of nowhere, the ground disappeared. That was weird. I just want to get into a fight and test out this new weapon, and we'll see what's... I'll probably call it for the evening. So the usual, I'll be taking Tuesday off and be back on Wednesday the 6th. Not sure what I'll be playing, to be honest. Kind of want to go back and beat Streets of Rage 4. I was working on that last stream. Of course, I do want to get through this, so it's going to be this or Streets of Rage or like a variety stream. I'll figure it out, but it's probably going to be more Final Fantasy. I really want to get through this game.
Okay. Let's see what's on the other side.
A whole bunch of chickens across the road, apparently.
Finally, I could use some fresh air.
Damn it! I still can't believe this happened.
Listen, Sector 6 is right over there. We just need to walk a little bit longer, that's all.
All the more reason to go someplace new and start over. Head on a swivel out there.
I wish I hadn't made it out.
Hey, don't say that. Things will work out.
Thank you.
They always have.
I suppose you're right. The house was pretty old. And it's not like we had a lot of money saved up.
Again?
That one was a lot closer.
Hello? Is there anyone out there that needs some help? My God.
Just a little more. Come on. Come on.
It won't budge.
Make room.
Morrow, you're alive.
With me. Ready?
They gotta watch out for crushing syndrome. Which is where you just have like a whole bunch of... It's basically like the person's trapped like that for a while. I think it's like lactic acid or some kind of buildup there toxin. It's not filtering correctly through your blood, so... Someone can be pinned for a while, have something tight on them, take them off, and then like an hour later they can die. You gotta be careful about that.
What now?
Don't know. Find something. Anything to do.
Been back to the bar yet?
It's rhabdomyolysis. It's where the... That's right, it's basically toxicity from the cells dying and muscles dying. From being cut off for a while. Basically you gotta get like... I think dialysis is what you can do to...
First
treat it, I think.
Then the rest.
It's been way too long since I had to study about it.
The roads are a mess. Watch your step or you'll wind up in a hole.
Hello? Anybody out there? If you can hear me, say something.
I take it that little Marlene's safe and sound?
Yes, she is. Alright. And in this wonderfully depressing area is where we're going to be stopping for today. So thanks for hanging out, everybody. I do appreciate it, especially anyone who was possibly lurking earlier when I was messing around with the RTX stuff. So shoutouts to Nimix, T. Wallace, and any lurkers. Always appreciated. Once again, I am going to be taking tomorrow off, but I will be back on Wednesday the 6th, it would appear. Yes, Wednesday the 6th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the usual start time now for me. If you don't know when that is, just type into Google and it'll tell you. Check me out online also on Twitter at Wursel555, so that way if something comes up, like I think tomorrow or Wednesday they're going to have a meeting about my mom and see if they recommend her discharging her home to us, which I don't think is going to happen. She's kind of combative. She doesn't understand where she is because they had to go in. Apparently they were really aggressive with removing more of the tumor. So her mental state has declined further, so she's like confused and everything, so she might not ever be coming home to us. But she might be doing it then, but keep an eye on the Twitter. About usually 3 to 4 hours in advance, I'll let you know like if I'll be streaming or if I need to cancel or if my back's killing me or my health crashes or whatever. You'll find out there, so just keep an eye on it. So I'll be back on the 6th, probably most likely continue to play Final Fantasy VII Remake. I want to get through this game. It's like I just want to get past it because it's getting harder and harder to dodge more spoilers about this game, or I have my theories I want to kind of validate. I also kind of want to get back to Streets of Rage 4. Might play that a little bit. Maybe some Mario 64 PC version. Do a variety stream, retro. We'll figure it out. Either way, you'll know on Twitter. Taking a look. Looks like right now weird, they shortened up the tabs for that. Doesn't look like anyone's really streaming right now with the host up, which has been kind of the same way usually. I guess we'll do a host over to Lord BBH. He's doing a MAME. Yep, he's doing a MAME roulette. So thanks for hanging out, and I will see you guys next time.